about.
Beautiful girl, and that's for sure. The way she made love me, I very request more. She gave me even on the
Beat Jam.
Said she want a man like me in her life. No problem in some bunks alright. She talk about it each and every night. I don't wanna talk about what I had before.
Territoriality. Territorial domination is not all about how much noise you can make, and territorial contention is not all about how violent you can be or how violent you are willing to be. It's about how much peace you can keep. The African way, if in a territory you're not capable of keeping order, diplomatically, and you're not fit to be a leader, the idea of territorial domination was not birthed out of chaos or war or heat. It was birthed out of trying to keep peace, trying to keep your own things in order, being in quantity. This is my own things, I'm trying to keep them in order. Now the Western system make me feel like it's in a competition. Territoriality is not to compete. It's to know that this is my people, this is your people, this is the leader, this is the leader. That's what bettered this African Youth Congress community. I don't want the African Youth Congress community to be seen like a union of gangs and tribes and all that. Although the African system requires that, the system of leadership and government, we should produce it. It should be tribal and by gang. We are not the West. We are different from them. This country is led by tribe like Yoruba nation, Kiniko nation, Igbo, Kiniko. And in each tribe, you know that this is your gang, this is your gang, this is your people, this is your people. It's going to be easy to lead peacefully. The idea of state-by-state leadership that we are currently operating in this Nigerian government is just a money-making scheme, to help the Western system keep moving. As African, you cannot erase that, fraternity kind of lifestyle. You can't erase it. Even Jesus Christ had a gang of 12 people. I see the illustration 12 as like when they say a dozen, that was a dozen. And I don't see those people as individuals. I see them as names to represent each of the allies that Jesus had, because all of those disciples where they see so themselves then get their own people, where we say their own personal gang. So you cannot erase the idea of fraternities in the African system. That is how we should be led, not by contention, not by killing. Killing does not erase superiority or instill inferiority. All those things is Western system. Territoriality itself should be for peace, not for contention. The only reason a smaller nation becomes a threat to a larger nation is because most times the larger nations are trying to protect their own peace and order. Yes, because they have more to lose. But when we are talking about nation, it's not all about a group of people in a place. Forget world map, country map. It's about a group of people with the same mindset, regardless of wherever they might be from each other. We know that this is who we are and this is what we represent. That's how you identify a nation, a group of people with common interest. And no matter how much order you're trying to keep, most of the time interests are always different at some point. The combination of this interest, that's where diplomacy comes in. When you try to keep the peace and order between interest of this and that and that and that. And the African way, war generally over territoriality is unnecessary.